On July 1st, 2026, in a small village in the Swiss Alps, the Society of St. Pius X consecrated 4 new bishops without the approval of Rome. The Vatican responded immediately, excommunication. It was the second time this had happened in 38 years. To understand why, we have to go back, all the way to 1962, and a council that divided the Church. From 1962 to 1965, the Catholic Church held the Second Vatican Council. It was the largest gathering of bishops in the history of Christianity. Pope John XXIII called it to open the windows of the Church to the modern world. The Mass was changed from Latin to the vernacular, from the priest facing the altar to the priest facing the people. Relations with Jews, Protestants, and other religions were transformed. For most Catholics, it was a renewal. For some, it was a rupture. Marcel Lefebvre was born in France in 1905. He was a missionary bishop in Africa, a man who had served the Church for decades with great dedication and distinction. He was present at the Second Vatican Council, and he was convinced that what he saw there was a catastrophe. In 1970, he founded the Society of St. Pius X in a small seminary in Econe, Switzerland. His mission? To preserve the traditional Latin Mass and what he called the Catholic faith of all time. Rome tolerated the society, then Rome ordered it dissolved. Lefebvre refused, and the conflict began. By 1988, Archbishop Lefebvre was 82 years old. He feared dying without a successor who could continue his work. Negotiations with Rome had been exhausting. On May 5, 1988, he signed an agreement with Cardinal Ratzinger. It seemed a solution had been found. 3 weeks later, he retracted his signature. On June 29, 1988, Cardinal Ratzinger sent a telegram. For the love of Christ and his Church, the Holy Father asks you to come to Rome today. Do not proceed with the consecrations. Archbishop Lefebvre did not come to Rome. On June 30, 1988, Archbishop Lefebvre consecrated 4 bishops at Econe, Switzerland, without the mandate of the Pope. The following day, the Vatican declared him excommunicated. Pope John Paul II called it a schismatic act, the first schism in the Catholic Church since 1870. The story did not end in 1988. For nearly 4 decades, the Church kept the door open. In 2009, Pope Benedict XVI lifted the excommunications of the 4 bishops Lefebvre had consecrated. He restored the traditional Latin Mass as a legitimate form of the Roman Rite. In 2015, Pope Francis gave SSPX priests the faculty to hear confessions. In 2017, the faculty to celebrate marriages. Rome offered a hand again and again, but full regularization always remained out of reach. The SSPX refused to fully accept the authority of Vatican II, and Rome refused to recognize the SSPX as a legitimate structure. Until July 2026, when the hand was finally refused entirely. On June 29, 2026, Feast of Saints Peter and Paul, Pope Leo XIV wrote directly to the superior of the SSPX, Father Pagliarani. He wrote with a paternal heart. He acknowledged the attachment to liturgical life, the commitment to priestly formation, the desire for fidelity to tradition. And then he pleaded, "Turn back, please, come back." He warned that the schismatic act would deprive the faithful of the valid reception of the sacraments they love. He wrote, "Tearing the seamless garment of Christ is a sin of the highest gravity." Father Pagliarani responded the following day. He thanked the Pope for his paternal concern and did not cancel the consecrations. On July 1, 2026, exactly 38 years after Lefebvre, the SSPX consecrated 4 new bishops at Econe. The Vatican declared them excommunicated the next day. The faculties for confession and marriage were revoked. The rupture was complete. What does all of this mean for ordinary Catholics? First, the Mass you attend is valid. The sacraments of the Church are intact. The Pope is the Pope. Second, pray. Pray for the SSPX faithful, who love the traditional Mass and now find themselves in a painful position. Pray for the leaders of the SSPX, that God may illuminate their consciences. Pray for Pope Leo XIV, who carries this wound with a father's heart. Schism is not the end of the story. The Church has faced ruptures before and emerged stronger. The seamless garment of Christ cannot be permanently torn by human hands. He who holds the Church holds it still. Did you enjoy this video? Then like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Be saints.